Welcome to class. Let's feel a sense of newness in our practice today, even if that's just in our imagination of conjured beautiful images. So we'll begin in a comfortable seated position. Inhale and exhale, come onto the mat, land onto your beautiful mat, and look around the room that you're in. And welcome to the virtual room. But when you look around your space, feel your eyes move around. That already communicates some calmness to the nervous system. And when you're using those eye muscles, notice the breath. And let's take a sense of transformation of our space to our loving yoga sanctuary. So every object that you notice is integrated into this flow. And that non-judging way we can look. And then we'll begin to take the gaze inward, closing the eyes, or gently gazing down at the floor. Let's take our palms to the sky. So they're on the thighs, whatever seat you're in, whether that's cross-legged or kneeling or on a chair. Feel that sense of opening through the hands. As you close the eyes, notice the inhale and the exhale. Receive the information. Listen to the body. Take a couple rounds of breath to take that tour, feeling the energy you're coming to the mat with, feeling the energy of the body. Noticing maybe a place that you're noticing a new awareness of, whether that's the back of your lungs or the low back or the neck. Take a little tour, keep moving the tour around with the breath. And then set an intention for what you'd like to heal or make feel more comfortable today. Maybe the flurry of the mind or some tension in the body. We'll integrate all of it, mind, body, spirit. Now, imagine something wonderfully light, feather light, and beautiful in your hands. Notice that maybe our corners of our mouth turn up at the thought of this beautiful something. Notice how the body feels with that image. And then we can take our palms down to the thighs, just feeling our connection through the hands all the way to the earth. Lengthen as you inhale and begin to feel the shoulders drop away from the ears on your exhale. A sense of ease through the exhale. Align the shoulders and the hips. We notice the back of the skull aligning with the base of the spine, the sacrum. Nice. And then as we inhale, again, growing maybe a millimeter taller or a half inch if you want the non-metric system. Exhale, feel a honing in towards the center of the body. Lengthen and straighten and strengthen. And then we magically transition to our conscious breath practice, which today will be cyclic sighs. So it doesn't have to be a loud sigh, but it can be because you're in your space. But we're going to sip in the breath for 2 or 3 inhales. And then as we exhale, sigh, a nice long exhale that's longer than in that inhale. So as we repeat this, we're going to do about 5 of those. Know that this is a beautiful communication to the body, to the brain-body connection, to ground to release what we need to release. So again, bringing in a sense of renewal just naturally through the breath. Hold that seat. Inhale for 2 counts, or just sip in twice or 3 times. Inhale, and then again, and then maybe again, and exhale. So take that sipping breath again, and then maybe 2 or 3 times, your choice, holding at the top and exhaling. And again, filling up the lungs, exhale. Try it 2 more times on your own. Nice. Flutter the eyes open. Notice if our energetics have shifted a little bit just by that conscious breath. And anytime we want to come back to that in our practice today, we can do that. For right now, let's lift the arms up to the sky, celebratory style. Just bringing energy all the way to the fingertips, feeling that reach from hip to hip. And exhale, allow the hands to just flutter down to the lap, to the thighs. And then inhale again. Feel free to take that sip in as well, taking your time. Exhale. And then one more time, inhaling. And then hold the arms upward as we exhale, bringing the palms together in prayer position, taking that moment to notice the energy above our heads, and then sway side to side, feeling the spine undulate, keeping that in our mind's eye, the length of the spine, the beautiful lighting up of our vertebrae, and all the connections there. Lengthening and strengthening as we take side to side. Beautiful. Let's reach up again to that center, drawing the line from the palms all the way down the body to the center of the pelvis. Nice. Let's bring that prayer position above the crown of the head. Elbows out to the side. Breathe up the crown of the head towards the hands. And then exhale, shoulders down away from the ears. Let's bring the prayer position to the third eye. A beautiful image coming back to our imagination, and then bringing that prayer position right on down to the heart, connecting to the heart with our hands over the chest, and interlace the thumbs, reminding ourselves of that beautiful light of the heart. Inhale, exhale, sigh it out, and then bring the fingers to the ears. So we're taking a little ear massage. So where you hear from that canal, there's a little spot on the ear, outside of the ear, right underneath. It's diagonal and down from where the ear canal. And there's just a tiny little tender spot there. It's a little bump on a ridge coming out from the ear structure. And we're just going to take the tiniest, teeniest mini circles forward on that spot. And then back. Little tiny ear massage here. This is a pressure point. Clears the sinus. Clears the breath. And then we'll take our fingertips to the top of our ears. Pull them out. Away from the skull. Beautiful. And then maybe we get to the middle and we just do those nice Dumbo ears outward and feel the jaw loosen. Beautiful. Right down to the lobe of the ear. Tug gently on the ear, the lobe, and downward and away from the head. And notice the jaw loosens. Good. We're moving downward. Beautiful. Let's drift those fingertips to the floor, feeling those fingertips rooting as we grow a little bit taller. Are we aligning the shoulders and the hips? Beautiful. Send some new energy into the spine. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. The gaze is neutral here. We're looking over to the left. Coming back to center. Inhale, look up. Feel the chin reaching up to the sky. Feeling that height there, giving our stretch in front of the body. Now drop and exhale the chin towards that jugular notch. Really feel that length of your exhale. We can inhale here and then feel that sigh as we let go what we need to and bring in the newness. Slide your chin towards your right shoulder, trying to keep contact with the collarbone. New connections there, coming back to center. Feel the back of your neck, refreshing energy, and we'll take the chin over towards the left. And then back to center, floating, feeling lighter as we lift ourselves back up to our neutral. Let's reach up, press through the fingertips, reach up, feel the hips grow upward, just to that energetic little shift and lift. Exhale, drift that right ear toward right shoulder, breathe it out. We're going to release the left fingertips and wrap our arm behind towards the right hip. Just feeling that further opening, or you can leave the fingertips there if that's better for you. And we're going to take the palm of our right hand up towards the sky and reach the arm up and just touch on that left ear. We can press into the hand or just feel a gentle pressure there so we can draw that line from our left elbow to the left ear. Inhale, lift up energetically that ear towards the sky. Exhale, and take your right hand to the right ear, and we're on up. Take the hands down again, planting the fingertips, pressing in like through clay into the floor. Inhale, exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Relax the eyes. Pressing through the right fingertips for a breath. And then releasing the hand behind us towards the left hip. Feel that length. And then we'll take the left palm to the sky, upward. And then touching down on that right ear. We can just have a nice hand of support there, or press that ear towards the hand and release through an exhale. And then taking that left hand to left ear, lift on up and release that back hand. Arm, oh, nice. Let's take the fingertips to the floor, just feeling that length of our sides. If you need to change up your cross-legged position, you can do that now, or shift what you need to. Inhale, let's press through the fingertips, feel a little taller, closer to the expanse of the sky. Exhale, walk that right fingertips out, spider hands, and then dropping down to palms to the floor. Plant those really beautiful footprint, handprints in the floor, and lean that shoulders towards that arm. Lift the left palm to the sky and draw a rainbow all the way over towards your left ear. Feel that sparkle, bringing new energy to that left side. Can feel the sparkles. Let's come on back up to the fingertips on the floor. Our inhale, let's sip in twice. Exhale, let's start to walk the left fingertips over to the side and plant the hand. Really spread the fingers and drift down over towards our left. And then reach the right palm up, and the arm draws that sparkle of rainbow across towards our left side. Breathing into that nice long side bend. And then back on up. Just drift up. Beautiful. Let's take the hands to the ribs, just noticing that center and lengthening from the ribs on up. Inhale, exhale, slide the thumbs to the armpits and just our little hoedown pose here. Lift up the shoulders towards the sky. And then exhale the shoulders down. So we're lengthening, taking our fingertips to the shoulders and circling our elbows behind us. Massaging the whole lung capacity. Inhale, exhale. You can make those circles as small as you'd like. And then taking the other direction. Feeling our root system here. And then as we draw those circles to a close, drop the elbows, take them to the ribs, sides of the ribs, and open up the palms to the sky. Thumbs really cycle back so we feel the opening across our collarbones, unhunching ourselves. Hallelujah to that. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take the thumbs, hands forward and our faucet hands. And our kings and queen waves. And then on up. Hallelujah to yoga. And then we're going to switch it up to all fours. Cushion what you need to cushion. We'll be using a block later and a strap, so we'll make sure we have those nearby. So bringing just more fluidity to our movement. Let's take a nice cushion on the mat and find our shins landing on that blanket, safe for our knees by drifting the kneecaps over the edge. Let's take those same beautiful clay handprint hands to the floor. Of course, you can always take our fists if you'd like that for your wrist health. Inhale the ears towards the shoulders. No, I didn't mean that. I meant inhale your shoulders towards the ears. Yes, and then exhale the shoulders away from the ears towards the hips. Let's try that 2 more times. Shrug the shoulders towards the ears and exhale towards the hips. Notice that plugging in that happens and try it again. As we wake up the entire back, the entire torso, feeling stronger here in our framework. So from this framework, we're going to keep that sense of strength and feel our breath. Inhale, let's take it to bird dog. So we're reaching the right leg back. Feel the length of the right leg seamlessly lift up. Keep the hips even and the left arm up next to the ear. Exhale down. Something new about this pose. Let's inhale in the middle. Exhale, left leg reaches, right arm lifts. And we just bring some new perspective to this pose. Maybe a mind's eye somewhere else. We'll take the other side, so keep rotating with the breath. Try being aware of something you haven't been. Maybe the left side, maybe the navel, the spine, the hands. Let's take that little quadruped walk a few more times. Matching movement in your breath. And then coming down to a nice soft landing. Let's take a cat pose, drop the tailbone. Notice a part of the spine that you haven't before. Drop the head. Exhale. Take the cow arch as deep as you'd like, or keep it pretty shallow. So let's bring the gaze forward. Nice renewing breath here. Inhale, back of lungs. Often they get ignored. Let's pay beautiful attention there as we breathe in and exhale. Feel free to open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, pace that breath with our cat pose. Exhale to cow. Bringing ourselves back to that strong framework. Let's take it side to side, left to right. Maybe we look back at our foot on the right side and the left. Bring our neck into this movement. Beautiful. Now let's do a more cat theme here. Cat, twisted cat. Inhale, take the right arm beside you in that horizontal plane. And then maybe a diagonal plane as you turn the head and look at the hand. And then winding that hand underneath the left armpit, we're going to bring the right ear soft, landing like a cat onto the floor. And then the hips are reaching back. You can always turn this around and hug the knees if you're uncomfortable with this pressure on the legs. But you can take that left hand over here. I'll switch it up on the other side. Left hand in front of the face. Right palm is facing up towards the sky, receiving. Inhale, exhale. Feel that whole spine, the middle and upper spine spiraling. And bringing newness in. We can take our left hand to the sacrum and just check in at the base of the spine that we've got even hips. Feel your breath. Maybe we want to take spider hands, walking them up towards the top of the mat. Breath and intention and awareness. And then taking our left hand in front of the face, we push out and unwind. Take ourselves back to a child's pose or take a cat-cow if that's better. Forehead to the floor. Either way, if you're in that cat-cow or down in child's pose, hips to heels, bring that beautiful new spring green energy to the third eye. Calming through the breath. And then we're going to curl up through a cat pose. Back to our framework. Inhale. Exhale, lift the left arm up. Let's reverse it. Taking our gaze up to the left fingertips. Feel the reach. And then wind it under the right armpit. Exhale as the left ear comes down to the floor. Soft cat landing. And then our right hand is firmly planted right in front of the face to ease the pressure. Left palm up to the sky. Ease through this twist, mid and upper spine. You can release that right hand and place it on the sacrum, noticing maybe one hip is a little further forward than the other. See if you can square them off. The exhale follows our hand. Maybe we walk the spider hand up towards the top of the mat. And bring in fresh breath. Exhale, lengthen. Walk the fingertips back in front of the face. Press the hand down and unwind. So nice. Back up. Let's just take another cat-cow here to really thoroughly feel every bone by bone of the spine. Exhale. And then we're coming back to the framework. We're going to take a kneeling position. So bring the hips to the heels. If this doesn't work for your knees, you can place a blanket behind them, or you can simply come onto the back to hug them and take them side to side. Otherwise, if you're up here with me, we're going to take our arms behind us, clasp the fingers, hold your own hand, place the hands at the sacrum, and just feel broadening, really widening the collarbones as we take a huge breath in here and a huge exhale. Nice. Feel that openness. Keep the openness across the chest as you release the hands. So this is as if you're just taking yourself off the mat. Imagine that with that sense of alignment and openness. We can walk around like that. let's take our hands to the mat. We're going to go upward. So first, hands back to the mat, a brief tabletop. We're going to take the block action here. So you might want to move the blanket aside so we can go upward. And then coming down to briefly to all fours, take the block between the thighs, feeling our center. Inhale, exhale, curl the toes under, try to say, lift the knees off the mat. You can hover here if you want a little arm strengthening. Breathing right into your center if you do so. And then easy down dog. We're bringing the thighs towards the ribs and keeping the knees bent in a nice easier dog. And then allow the neck to release. Index finger pointing towards the top of the mat. You can begin to bring the heels towards the floor and then bend the knees again. Curling the toes, inhale, exhale, heels down. Inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, heels down. Maybe we feel lengthening in the back of the legs. Let's bend the knees again and walk those hands to the feet. Hanging here, we've got hands on the floor, spider hands, squeezing the block. Hang the head down. Spread the toes, love to the feet. And then we're going to lift into a flat back with spider hands on the floor. Pulling back with the fingertips, traction on the mat. Squeeze the block. See if you can lift the arms next to the ears, up to chair pose. Feel the lift, feel the reaching towards the heavens there, and squeeze the block and come on up, nice and steady. Arms down at the side. So this is a bit of a strengthener. We're going to bend into chair pose with the arms up. So we're going to take ourselves inhaling, holding the block between the thighs. Inhale in mountain pose, soft knees. Exhale, raise the arms next to the ears and simply fold into chair pose as deep as you need to go. You can be very shallow, keeping the knees behind the toes, feet planted, and come back up. Inhale, reach up, feel the side bodies lengthen as we fold into chair, holding for a breath this time. Sip the air in, exhale, coming back up, arms come down. Let's roll the shoulders behind us and roll them forward. Nice. Let's lift up again. Inhale, exhale, fold. Another breath. And coming up, we're going to sweep our arms behind us, clasp the fingers behind you at the sacrum, just like we were doing below. Let's align our eyes, our throat, the heart, center of the pelvis, and the center of the feet. Beautiful. We can release the hands, maybe lift them away from the sacrum towards the back body. Cleansing the lungs there. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Sweep the arms up to the sky. This time, just release the arms. Let go of something as you exhale. Bending forwards to that towards a chair. Inhale, exhale. And one more time. Beautiful. Come on up to mountain. Feel that center. Remove the block. Stand in mountain, and we'll just feel that beautiful center. Even though we don't have the block, we've got that nice connection and imagination. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Let's take a little stroll to the other side of the mat. Noticing maybe you're walking differently since we started. Mountain pose, beautiful. So we're going to alternate and shift the weight here from our balance. Inhale, we're going to take the left knee, bend that knee, come on up to a right angle, holding underneath the thigh. Find ease here. Ease through the strength of your right side. Release the hands if you can, out to wingspan. Tightrope walking here. Remember that guy in New York in the 70s? I've seen videos of that. Amazing. Come down to mountain, arms down. Now we're shifting the weight to the left as we step back into a right leg lunge. So the right leg's back, left foot's in front. Hold here in our lunge, dropping the hips, hands to the hips briefly. Inhale, feel yourself growing upward, and then exhale, maybe drop the hips a little more so we feel that strength of the legs. Let's take Ganesh, hands here right on top of left, and hold our own hands, link the fingers, pull outward towards the elbows. Inhale and exhale. As you exhale, notice where your hands are towards the base of the ribs. We're going to take those lower ribs towards the back body, feeling strong. Beautiful. Let's sweep the arms behind us, feeling that reach. Use the momentum to bring us forward to mountain. Oh, nice. Inhale, exhale, mountain, beautiful mountain pose. Let's bend the right knee, bringing it up to a right angle. Holding underneath the thigh, keeping both feet active. Inhale, exhale. If you want to release the hands, take it out to wingspan. Hold and fly. Beautiful. Now bring that right foot down, shifting the weight, tiptoeing back with the left toes. The left leg behind us, lunge. Find your center. And taking the hands to the hips, inhale. You can tug down gently with the hands and then feel your growth upward, and then drop the hips right into the center. Let's take the left hand on top of right. I think that's what I do. Opposite. Yeah, whatever we didn't do. Hold your hand here. Exhaling outward towards the elbows, tension in the hands. Release. Let the next breath focus on that power center. You can feel your abdominals engaging. And then reach back with the arms. Sweeping momentum forward, arms next to the ears and back to mountain. Can we take that another round together so that we feel seamless with that flow? I will do few cues and you use the breath. Good. Mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, we'll begin. Left leg. Balance. Wingspan. Exhale, left foot down. Right leg back. Finish hands, left on top of right. Reaching back. Sweeping forward. mountain pose. Left, right leg lifts. And hold. Reach out to wingspan. And release. Right foot down, left leg back. Inhale, exhale, hands on hips. Ganesh hands left on top of right. Sweep the arms back, breathe. Come forward to mountain. Gorgeous. Since we're on the mountain, we're going to take this to eagle pose. So let's step to the middle of the mat. We're taking eagle in stages, so we can take it through chair. We can just take the arms and then coming into a chair pose with both feet on the floor. That's just an adaptation. We can also practice with the feet as well. But let's begin by sweeping the arms out to wingspan and then up to the sky. Feel your length, side bodies. While we're up here, let's take prayer position and lean side to side with our breath. Length of the body, length of the spine, that flexible center. Then back up, sweeping down, take the right arm under left. You can wrap around or take the back of the hands together. Elbows at shoulder height. Feel our focus of the eyes. Feel a steadiness here. Soft knees. We're just standing here with the arms. And then sweep open up and left arm under right. Elbows at shoulder height. Beautiful. We're going to switch this up. Take the arms to the side for a moment. I'm going to show it from the side so I can show you the angle of our chair pose as we do this. Sweep the arms up and right arm under left. Keeping that alignment with the elbows and the shoulders. Bend into chair pose, imagining that block between your thighs. Nice and steady through the eyes. Lengthen the back of the neck. Feel your strength from the feet, up the legs, into the core. And then stand up. Unwind the arms, sway them side to side, just backward and forward. Yes. And then up to the sky. Left arm under right. Inhale, exhale, find that alignment, skull to sacrum, back of the skull, and bend into chair. Piece by piece, taking this balance challenge. Inhale on up, arms out and at the side. Roll the shoulders back and roll them forward. And then we'll do the legs and then we'll put it all together. Inhale, exhale, we're standing in mountain. Let's take the weight to the left, wind the right foot over to the other side. From here, we're gonna seal those thighs towards each other. As we inhale, just feel a nice wide expansion, wing style. Exhale, bringing that energy together in the thighs. Next breath, we're gonna bend as if we're in a chair pose. So keeping that torso in the same position as a chair, folding at the hips, holding the thighs together. You can take the hands to the top of the thighs or the hips. And then coming back up We unwind with the breath. Find your center. Take it to the right side. Balance on the right, bringing the left toes over towards the left. A breath expands us. Inhale, exhale, bringing it back to center, thighs towards each other. Hugging that in, hands to the hips. We're going to bend at the hips. Nice. Float yourself on back up. Now beginning again with our legs, we're going to match it with the arms, and you can always choose this to stay even through the mountain pose and keep both feet on the ground and bend into chair. But let's take the left side balance first. Right foot over, kickstand. Beautiful. Sweep the arms up, right arm under left. Find your gaze so that we can take this balance with a eagle eye, steady. Inhale, exhale, hinging at those hips. If this bothers your low back, then you need to cup up further. Don't go down as far. Keep that alignment, hips, shoulders, long neck. Find your breath. And unwind. Let's take it to the other side. Right foot is our balance. And left leg comes over. Arms open to the sky. Nice expanse through our breath. Exhale, left arm under right. Yes. And hinge at the hips, holding to the center. Center the gaze. Center the spine. Center the energy. And unwind. Oh, so nice. Beautiful. Let's take another stroll once we've got back up to mountain pose to the base of our mat. As we fly downward, so arms out to wingspan. And just fly down, bend the knees. Bring ourselves down, release the head and a forward bend, bent knees. And walk out to a down dog so we can get those hamstrings nice and long. This time, imagining that block there. Again, we had the block last time. Let's take a nice full down dog here. Heels towards the floor. Roll the shoulders down towards or up towards the hips. Beautiful. Bringing the shins down to the floor. Let's slide onto our sides and onto the back. Yes. Onto the back, aligning the spine, feeling this horizontal, the freedom to stargaze. Feet on the floor, hip width apart, palms up towards the sky. Feeling a little warmer, a little more summer vibes in the body. Take your eyes inward, close them. Do that tour we were taking earlier. Notice the body. Listen in. Coming back to that witnessing. Receiving. Something beautiful, something new. Beautiful. Open the eyes. We're going to take our puppet pose just to add a little more warmth to our practice. Reach the arms up towards the sky. reach up, just grab a cloud, and then exhale, bring it back towards you as the shoulders plug in. Nice. Let's take that puppet, reaching, inhale, reaching the spine long, exhaling, lifting the right foot off the floor an inch or two, and match the movement with the right wrist, and place the foot down, and lift the left side. Each time you're landing down with the foot, match the movement with the arm, as if there's strings attached, wrist to knee. And as you do so, notice the back of your ribs, feeling the earth, what's touching the earth. And then coming down, arms drift down to the floor, palms down. As we, transition to a bridge, arms on the floor, fold the shoulders back, lengthen the spine on the inhale, sip in that breath, exhale, lift the hips up to a bridge pose. Hold here, feeling that strength from our back body up towards the sky. Bringing in the joy. Joy and healing. Come back down, sacrum plants on the mat. And we grab that strap. Nice. Taking a little tour of our hamstrings here. And maybe our lower backs will feel renewed. Inhale, right knee towards you. Circle your ankle. Both directions. And take that reins around the right foot and lift that leg up. Do the can kick at whatever level you'd like to. Spread the toes. Be one with the sensation here. Really take the shoulders towards the floor so we can feel rooted in this pose. Let's bend and straighten the leg. And let's take that foot out to the side. So keeping your left foot nice and rooted, take the right leg out, hold onto that strap. To move over, gain more space. There we go. Pressing into that strap. Feeling as you exhale, find the trail going right back to the center. So the center of this is our sacrum. Rooted, yet growing and expanding. Inhale, slide that foot across the sky toward the left hip. Feel free to bend and straighten here, holding both sides of the strap. Sipping in that breath. Nice. Bringing that leg back to neutral. You guessed it, we're going to bridge up and turn onto our left side. Right foot, cat landing there on the floor. Hold onto the strap. Now we're going to bend that left knee to a right angle. So we feel that alignment on our side here. Back of our skull and sacrum all the way down to the base of the mat. Nice and long line. Yes. Now take your hand, imprint that on your heart. Inhale, right hand, right elbow to the sky. Exhale, keeping the hips even. We're going to take that twist towards our right head and exhale. As we next exhale, we're looking over towards our right. Whole body awareness. If you really like to touch the toes there, you can reach your hand back and take hold of the left toes. If it's natural, but if you need to strive or have discomfort, then we just need to be where we are and feel the twist. Feel the breath. Listen to the breath. Exhale, release that foot. If you have hold of it, enjoy crossing the sky with your right fingertips. Hold the strap. Come on back, onto the back. From here, let's take a half happy baby with the right knee towards the armpit, left foot planted on the floor. And release that strap. Oh, nice. Foot lands on the floor. Inhale, left knee towards the face right away as we circle the ankle. One direction then the other. And now that strap skill there, take it towards the left, follow the foot. And leg goes up. Spread the toes. Feel what happens up the leg when you spread those toes. And then bend and straighten. Pressing that accelerator. Inhale, exhale, take that leg out to the side. Pressing through the opposite foot, firmly planted on the floor. As we inhale, we really take that deep belly breath. Exhale, bringing the mind's eye to the sacrum, to the center. Coming back up towards the sky, we'll just send that heel towards the opposite hip. Sensational. And coming back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, step through the right foot and bridge up and take that foot over onto the left, onto our right side. Sorry, towards the right. Left foot comes down, twisting it up. Bend the right knee 90 degrees. Hold the strap. Find your side alignment here. And imprint that left hand on the heart, elbow to the sky. And turn this twist towards the left, keeping the hips nice and steady and even. Fill the body with breath. Maybe on the exhale, we look towards our left. We'll find those right toes if it works for you. Another whole body breath here. And release. If you're holding, take that trip across the sky with the left fingertips. Back to the strap. And then reach it up towards the sky. Back onto the back. And release that foot. Feel the buzz of the legs. Oh, I'm sorry, happy baby. Sorry, folks. Take the strap again, pretty easy there. Come into a half happy baby. Right foot on the floor. And feeling this happiness on the left. Thank you for the reminder. Nice. Really feel gravity there. Bring it to the breath. And then release. We're going to slide those heels as we'll take ourselves onto the mat for Shavasana, taking the palms towards the sky, fold the shoulders open. As we close the eyes, coming back to, let's take 3 breaths where we breathe in for 2 and then sigh it out after that. Inhale. And again. And again. Feel the body give way to gravity. Feel the mind quieting. Feel the breath in the whole body. Circling right back to the beauty of spring. That spring renewal we can always bring into the body with our yoga practice. With our breath. Bring your awareness to your space around you. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel that sense of body aliveness, body awareness. Bend the knees and the elbows. Roll onto your side. Ease yourself up to seated. Meeting at the hands at the heart in Anjali Mudra. I hope this sense of renewal follows you throughout your week, your weekend, all the good stuff. Namaste.